Shalom. Welcome to season 2 of the Israelite Girl's Guide to Living for the Most High podcast. I am your host, Dejyah Yisrael. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to be here for season 2. I can't believe that the Israelite Girl's Guide is already a year old. Like, that is so crazy to me. But I'm just so grateful to have you here listening. I'm happy to have you here watching. I'm happy to have you here reading. If you're reading, watching, or listening, thank you so much for being here. Today, I just wanted to go into a little journey into my testimony, my past, and how I even came to be where I am today. I think it's so amazing to be able to look back at where you've come from, especially when, maybe you're not so happy with your past, or maybe there are things about your past that have shaped you into who you are today. So it's super important to go back and just reflect on those things. So that's what I plan to do today. I wrote a little piece for you all that I'm going to read to you. And then I'm going to close out with just a couple comments on how I felt about it. And moving forward, how you should just move throughout your journey. And how you should treat it. Just know that growth is a journey. It's not a destination. And it's okay to have bumps and mistakes along the way, as long as you keep moving forward. So here is Modesty is a Journey. Thank you to the sisters that didn't prejudge by my outward appearance. The zeal that the miniskirt wearing, platinum ball head shaven, crop top version of myself is unmatched. I came into this truth excited to learn more about my father. Excited to learn that I was more than what I had been told. Excited to share with the world who I was becoming. And that's the point of it all. Who you become is a journey. Who you are supposed to be is not just a destination. It's about the path that you take to get there. It's about the lessons you learn along the way. It's about passing old tests and being greeted with new ones. It's about accomplishing what once looked impossible. So I thank all of my teachers and mentors for not giving up on me. The seeds you planted resulted in the flower you see today. And this flower will continue to blossom season after season because of what you poured into my soul. My soil. You didn't ignore the potential I had just because my surroundings didn't look ideal for growth. You gave it some time and nurtured me where I was until I was able to change my environment. Now I look back on the past 3 years of my life and I can't even quantify how much growth has taken place. The first year I was on fire for the Most High. You couldn't tell me anything. And despite what I would say about being a student for life, I thought I knew it all. That was a lesson I had to learn. Having that attitude caused me a lot of discord and strife with my loved ones. I lost many relationships and others took different turns, but I gained much more than I lost. The second year, I accepted my faults and really accepted my position as a novice, understanding that my strength comes in humility, not recognition, and finding peace with allowing the Most High to use me the way He sees fit. Also accepting that the greatest blessings come in the most unexpected ways. The third year, I'm reflecting on how the story began, remembering to keep the flame alive that I had in the beginning. Each year is a new challenge to overcome, and it's so encouraging to see that I'm passing tests I used to fail so quickly. I knew that the Most High is in control of my life, and I trust Him wholeheartedly. I know that His will is all that matters, and that He has a plan for me I couldn't begin to fathom. Surrendering myself, to Him and serving Him with gladness of heart is the key to modesty. I understand now that it's not about me and that it's all about Him. As long as the Most High comes first in my life, everything else will always be in order. So to my sis that's listening to this, keep going. Live a life that's worthy of inheriting the kingdom. Live unashamedly for Yah, and know that the only one who has it right is the Most High. So that was pretty much my culmination of the past 3 years. If you know, and even if you don't know, I came into the truth the midpoint of 2020, in like the height heat of the pandemic, July 2020. And the girl that I was then is very different from the woman I am right now. And I'm so grateful to the Most High that He put me on this path of seeking Him, this path of virtuosity, this path of righteousness. And it's not an easy path to be on at all. Even though there were a lot of issues I faced living a worldly life, it does not amount to the amount of trials and tests that you have trying to live a righteous life. But I'm grateful for that. It's all about refinement. And speaking on the refinement tip, coming into the truth, I noticed that a lot of sisters were very judgmental, wouldn't really give you the time of day, would be very harsh when it comes to correction or trying to help you on something. It just wasn't a very loving environment to come into as a young woman who doesn't know anything about modesty, who thinks they dress modestly, quote unquote, definitely not. But just wasn't thinking that their life was something that should be shameful or be viewed as something that was wicked or inappropriate. So this is just my message to the sisters listening who may have been in this walk for a long time and are noticing and seeing other sisters coming in. And it just seems like, oh, like pretty much she's a hoe in a head wrap. Like, that's what people will say. It doesn't matter. You have your head wrapped if your life is not reflecting that of righteousness. But just have patience with our sisters. Just because someone else's journey is different from yours, that doesn't mean that she doesn't love the Most High. And I'm speaking from experience. I loved the Most High so much. I still love Him. What I'm saying is I loved him so much when I first came into this truth, but my outward appearance didn't show it. My outward appearance looked like I loved whoredom. I loved evil. I loved wickedness. It looked like I glorified that, but I was really seeking ways to glorify the Most High, although my outward appearance didn't show what was happening on the inside. So allow our sisters the space to grow and experience all parts of their testimony. It's not right to try and come in the middle of that and discourage someone when they're on a journey of seeking the Most High and being closer to Him. Which brings me to my last point regarding modesty as a journey. Be an example to follow. Show by your actions and your words what modesty is. You don't need to try and preach to somebody what it should look like. Modesty looks different for everybody. There are some sisters who say that modest wearing and modest living is something other than what you may perceive it to be. And that's okay. It's not up to any of us to judge someone on what their version of modesty is. Now, if someone really is just promoting whoredom, that's not flying at all. But what I'm saying is allow someone to be on their journey to improve and to get better. It's all about improvement and refinement. And so that was pretty much my message for today. This wasn't super long. I know a lot of people during season 1 really wanted longer episodes. I can't promise you that that's going to happen, but whatever the Most High sees fit to allow and whatever He says it will be is what it will be. But I'm just so excited for season 2. I have a lot of great information to share with you. Mostly a part of my personal testimony. I see that's how He likes to move me with the podcast. He'll give me a situation and then I can speak on it and see the deeper meaning behind it. And so that's definitely what my intention is for season 2 of the Israelite Girls Guide. But I am so grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful to have you watching, reading, listening along with me. And I also want to leave you with some resources before I go. So check this out right quick and I'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by Sister Reclaim Your Image, a critical analysis on pre- and post-slavery caricatures and their effect on the global image of Black women. Get your copy on sisterreclaimyourimage.com. Make sure you get Sister Reclaim Your Image. That book is amazing. And it was perfect for today's topic about modesty being a journey. Sister Dejyah did an amazing job with that book. So please go to sisterreclaimyourimage.com to get yours. And other resources for you. definitely get involved with the nation. If you have been following my journey and the path that I'm on, I'm all about nation building. I'm all about community development. I'm all about unification of our people. And if that's something that you're also passionate about, please visit www.yahwehgather.us and get involved, get your nation ID, get a nation flag, and connect with us. We're really doing some amazing things. The Most High has blessed us with a lot of amazing opportunities that you should definitely be a part of if you are aligned with the mission. And last but not least, if you are a sister, please visit Almightyshouse.life. We are mobilizing. We are moving forward in charity and love, seeking ways to help our nation, with Isaiah 58 being the mission that we are following. So if that is something that you're aligned with, please visit Almightyshouse.life. And once again, I thank you so much for joining me here. I will be back every Friday. I don't know for how many weeks. Last season was only 7 weeks. This season could be more, could be less. I'm not going to tell you, but I will be back next week, and that's a promise. So I thank you so much for being here with me, and I pray that you have an amazing, amazing week, amazing weekend, amazing day. No matter the time that you're listening to this, make sure that you continue to put the Most High first in all that you do and seek ways to live His will and not your own. Shalom, and thank you.